one of my biggest savings findings just a couple weeks ago. And it was with a independent dental practice, one doctor. We found $50,000 in savings in their merchant processing fees.
What's going on, everybody? John Stamper, and excited to have a conversation with Adam Smith from Schooley Mitchell. This is all about the DDSUnited live webinar series, which we've been excited to offer to all of the DDSUnited members. And if you're not a DDSUnited member, if you're watching this on social media or on email or on the website, we'd love to actually join. Lots of great benefits. But that being said, one of the things that's very important to Dr. Jody Ames, the founder of DDSUnited, is on a monthly basis making sure he's bringing on individuals who can add value to your practice. And so I'm very excited to have Adam Smith from Schooley Mitchell. And I believe, Adam, the main title of this webinar is Grow Your Bottom Line. Always gets people's attention, right? Okay, what are some different ways to do that? But the other unique thing you're going to get into is this is not your traditional grow your bottom line by your supply percentage, a lot of those things. This is what you deem as the non-dental expenses, which could make a big difference. So it's great to see you. How's it going?
It's going great, John. It's good to see you again. And I'm excited to share some tips and tricks that I've learned and gotten to help my clients to save a lot of money on their non-dental costs.
I love it. So like you all see, everybody, this webinar is on Friday, June 21st at 10 a.m. Eastern. And Adam, for those that tune in, there's going to be a lot of little details I know you're going to share just with your insights around this, but maybe if you could hit on the top two takeaways, like for anybody that, takes time out of their schedule to tune in, what they're going to be able to walk away with when they spend time with you.
Absolutely, John. So I'm planning to share a very tactical and practical plan for how dental practices can implement what I call an indirect cost procurement program. And this is a program that any dental practice can bring back to their office to help them look at some of their key non-dental costs, like merchant processing, like telecom, like internet, waste, facility supplies, uniforms. And so over the last couple of years, I've helped over 50 clients save about $1.2 million over the life of our engagement. So I want to share these tips and tricks, and I want to make this presentation very tactical so that you can walk away with the right questions to ask your vendors, to understand what good looks like from a pricing and a procurement standpoint, and then how can you help your office implement some of these steps so that you can begin to save as much as $20,000 a year on these non-dental costs.
So Adam, I've had the luxury of knowing when you started to kind of get into this dental space. I love hearing those numbers. And I will tell you all, just from personal experience, right? I mean, Adam has really rolled up his sleeves in the dental industry and taken a lot of time to really understand the inner workings of a dental practice. I mean, obviously, Adam, you have years of experience on the consulting side, but, on this dental side, to kind of find this niche and to help these dental practices get those results is really exciting. What would you say some of your initial conversations are with the practices that you work with when you talk to them about like these types of expenses, right? Is it like, we know that that's there, but we just haven't taken the time to do it because it's not your traditional ones. Like, I know I need to get to it. Like, what is some of the common feedback that you hear when you work with practices?
Yeah, yes, and yes. I hear a lot of times that I'm sure we're fine. We're optimized. You're probably not going to find that much in savings. I really like my vendor and I don't want to change vendors if that's how I'm going to achieve those savings. And all of that can be possible, but what I love about our business model is we kind of flip the normal consulting model. So we do not charge for any of our analysis, any of our benchmarking, any of our quote gathering. We'll talk to your current vendors. Most of the time, my clients get to stay with their current vendor, just at a better price. So all of that upfront work is completely free. We work completely on a contingency basis. So I like to say to my clients, there's no reason not to do this. There's only two outcomes. One is, congratulations, you're completely optimized. And I love to share that news and know that my clients are working with the right vendors and paying what they should. Or there's an opportunity to talk about savings. We'll identify those opportunities and And my clients always get the final decision. Even if we do find savings, you are not obligated. So we are 100% independent. My whole goal and the only way I generate revenue is if I find my client savings.
So when I think about some of the things you're going to share in this webinar, I'm going to put you on the spot if you're okay with that. And if we need to insert the Jeopardy music, totally good with that, everybody, right? Because I'm coming at Adam from left field. But is there a practice or two or a situation, Adam, that you can think of when they gave you the opportunity to go in and to look at this, and it was a real big aha moment? Like you mentioned, like maybe they were like, you're not going to see any savings or whatever the case may be. It just didn't hit them as much as they thought. And it was a big aha moment for a dental practice where it really kind of hit home. Any that you can think of off the top of your head?
Well, I'll just mention, I had one of my largest wins, one of my biggest savings findings just a couple of weeks ago. And it was with a independent dental practice, one doctor. We found $50,000 in savings in their merchant processing fees. So they didn't even have to switch from their merchant processor. We were able to obviously do the analysis, understand the costs, and benchmark that against what other processors or other vendors were willing to offer. And we found $50,000 in savings. And so that was more than an aha moment. And I prepared my doctor and I said, we're going to be looking forward. We're not going to be looking backwards. Let's take this information, let's implement it, and let's start saving as soon as possible. So that was super exciting. I'm an entrepreneur. I love helping other entrepreneurs. And so just having something that meaningful and to deliver that kind of savings just was fantastic.
I love that. Part savings optimizer, part psychologist, right? To kind of manage, like you mentioned, the emotions that he had when he realized what it was. But that's part of this process, right? I think that's what we're excited about with this webinar is that, there's never the wrong time to learn about how you can do these things. Listen, this, Adam, we talked about this many times. There's so many companies and newer companies. And when you're busy running a dental practice, we know that there are a lot of things that are going on. You get excited about a particular service, you start it, things don't always pan out. It happens, right? It's part of business. But I think what's cool about this, and I know what the DDS United team was excited about, was that this is about kind of taking that magnifying glass. This is the work that you do. This is what this webinar is going to be about. And hopefully, anybody that joins on Friday, June 21st can walk away with, at the very least, like one good tip, right? On kind of what they can look back at when they go back to their practice, on either Friday or on Monday. So any final thoughts as we wrap?
No, I'm excited to share my learnings. As I say to my clients, my whole goal in working with you is to teach you how to do this. And so that at the end of our relationship, you won't need another Schooley Mitchell. You'll know what to look for. You know how to implement this on an ongoing basis. So excited to continue to bring that message to new clients and to new dental practices.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Adam. I know the DDS United team is excited. If you're watching this, everybody, on the DDS United website, just go right below it. Go ahead and click to register. Everything is on Zoom. Of course, if you're watching this in social media, there should be a link there to go ahead and take you right over to the DDS United event page where you can go ahead and register for this free webinar. So, Adam, thanks for your time, and we'll see you on the 21st.
All right. Thanks, John.